Hello everyone, today we're going to be going over the weekly update video for RuneScape. Now there's actually quite a few updates this month, well this week. The biggest being in which is the Children of Maul, but I'm not going to log in for that part. I'm actually logged in for the new outfit, which actually looked kind of neat from what I've seen. I don't have it yet, so I can't quite do that way. Okay. I am not sure. Oh, that is from the new quest. So if you want the new quest armor, right there it is, and that looks pretty freaking sweet. Hopefully it's not just an early bird only bonus, because that looks pretty sweet. Alright. But for the new armor that you can get from the Solomon General Store is the Nautilus. And it actually looks pretty decent. Already, I can think of a few different types of outfits. Now, to make the certain areas pop out a little bit more, those are the recolored areas that are red. So, you do get a little bit of that. And then there is supposed to be some new weapons. And then there's also a pet you can get from this. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I know there's a trident. There's supposed to be a two-handed sword. But I'm not quite seeing them yet. It's got to be coming up soon here. Sorry about this. Here's a Nautilus two-handed sword. That's actually kind of neat. Mixture of a katana and a big massive sword together. And then there is, I believe, a crossbow, and then the trident itself. There's a shipwreck trident. I don't think that would be it, but just in case. So there is that trident. So I'm not really seeing any more tridents, so sorry about that, guys. That must be the trident then. Okay. Oh, here's the Nautilus trident, all the way down on the scepters. So it's more of a staff. And there's supposed to be some sort of bow that goes with it. I believe it said crossbow, so we'll see what it actually looks at. Before I forget, I want to look at that one. Okay. But here's the Nautilus one. Kind of fishy, keeping with the theme. Alright, well now let's look at the pet. Okay, it's probably going to be a companion pet if I remember correctly. Alright, well, I'm not seeing it in the companion, so it's most likely then a follower pet. This is from the new quest, by the way. We actually get a pet from that. But I'm not seeing it in here either. It looked like a little horse. So I know it's not a skilling pet. I'm not quite seeing it, but if you guys seen it, just let me know. Unfortunately, there is a lot of cool pets, so do keep that in mind. Can't imagine it would be Biscuit. Yep, it's Biscuit. Never mind. That's the pet that actually comes with it. It might not make sense to you right now, but that is actually the pet. Alright. Okay, now we're going on to see right there's the pet right there. There's also a teleport. We can check that out, I guess. Alright, so we'll go into the animations for the teleport. It's a spell animation. should be at the very bottom here, and here it is. It's actually kind of neat. Hey, so there's a couple of fish there at the end. I want to see what this one looks like too. Oh, that's right. Never mind. Alright, well that's it for that. Now we go into this week's updates. This week's updates is the Children of Maw, Nautilus, and Thanksgiving. So there's a lot of things coming to you this week. Alright, first up though is the Children of Maw. It's a Grandmaster quest. In order to start it, you have to speak to Karsha beneath Releka. If you don't know who that is, you're really not ready for the quest yet. Plain and simple. The requirements are the membership, the light within, dishonor amongst thieves, fate of the gods, and Koshai's troubles. So there's going to be a lot of skill requirements with this. There's a lot going on. The description, there's a little bit of details behind it. You know, a little bit of the lore there that are describing. But the reward's an early bird bonus. Now, if you're not familiar with what an early bird bonus is, I know not all games do this, but there is, with RuneScape, if you complete the quest within, like a new quest within maybe the first 1 to 2 weeks or some certain time, they might even, oh, okay, right here it even says complete the quest within the first 2 weeks, you get the bonus. Okay, but the rewards for it are, for as far as XP, 100k in each agility and divination, plus a tome that's worth 100k and a skill of your choice. 50k XP if used in invention, which can be used 3 times. So basically you're getting 500k XP right off the bat. And if you get the early bird bonus for completing it within the first 2 weeks, excuse me, you'll get an extra use out of this tome as an early bird bonus. So you'll get an additional 100k XP. It's worth it, especially if you want to do the quest anyway. You'll also have access to a new Slayer assignment, which is unlockable for 50 Slayer points. The new enemies can drop a tier 85 range power gloves, which make the snipe ability 25% more accurate and allow movement while it charges. That's actually going to be really good, especially in like PvP type settings. So while you do have like the ports gear gloves and some other gear that's right around there, these actually have a use on an ability, which to me is actually a good way to do it. There is a pocket slide item. While equipped, makes enemies in the heart of Gielinor non-aggressive and increases your max multiplier. And it says on top of all that, there's a new pet and override, armor override, and ancient memories in Gothixian catches. Alright, we already went over the Nautilus pack. So now it's off to the Thanksgiving turkey hide and seek. So the Thanksgiving event starts on Thursday the 24th at midnight. So keep that in mind. It'll run for 5 days. It says about how what's going on, but all in all, there is 10 in free-to-play areas, 15 in members areas. This way, the free-to-play gets some sort of, fun from it. The rewards for 10 turkeys is a turkey transmogrification ability, Thanksgiving title, Herald Cape Turkey Crest, Give Thanks emote, 20 turkeys is a medium XP lamp, Macker's Pet, and 25 turkeys is a large XP lamp. And it doesn't say there's any, restrictions to this, so that should mean that even Iron Men, yes, can take part in this. The live streams for the week, they do say, make sure you check out their YouTube channel, which I would recommend too. This way you get it straight from them as well. I only really do, like quick summarizing. At 1700 game time on the 22nd, Children of Maw Art Showcase. And 2100 hours on November 25th, it's the update preview with Mod Shawnee. And on November 27th at 2000 hours PVM with Modly. And now we'll go into the patch notes, which the graphical players can no longer see the Void Knight outpost from Pest Control Island in NXT. Minor stretching on Pesca the Barbarian has been fixed. Clipping issues with the Shaman leggings and capes have been fixed. The Reborn Phoenix pouch on the Summoning Creation interface for Crimson Charms has been realigned. The Frog Mask model for female characters has been adjusted. Stretching issues on the Dragon Ceremony breastplate have been fixed. Superhero Lightning overrides no longer stretch when using the Revenant Walk-Up override. Harunu's sword will no longer clip into his body. The top of the deformed cliff by the Brilliant Divination Colony has been flattened. Players can now see the gaze effects with the Cursed Reaver hood. Stretched issue when wearing replica Bandu's chestplate and augmented Dragor mace has been fixed. A section of Falador northeast wall that was floating has now been corrected. A stretching texture on the wall of Ithel Harp Room has been fixed. Skills, D&Ds, and minigames. A message has been added to inform players when their Slayer contract has been completed instead of the Slayer task. The last kill in the Slayer task while under the effect of Wilderness Slayer Experience Enhancer will now give the correct amount of bonus XP. The Research Rune Ethereal outfit pieces listing on the Invention Skill Guide now lists the correct outfit in the description. The yes/no option when upgrading gear within Bounty Hunter rewards has been capitalized. The Hellfire Bow will no longer spawn on a Bounty Hunter world. Obliteration now states the correct accuracy on the equipment interface. The Revenant pet no longer appears unlocked for all players on the pet interface. The damage value on Superior Vesta's spear has been corrected. The available range of valid targets on Bounty Hunter World now increases faster. That's good because that was kind of a drag. Okay, quest challenges and achievements. A sextant on the tool belt can now be used on Thurgo's paper scrap in the Defender of Rock quest. A typo in the Wilderness achievement rewards info has been corrected. The hint for Doom has been achievement now points in the correct direction. Removes an unnecessary "and" from Belruck's letter. Players will now receive a Centestin scroll if they failed to obtain them before reaching the experience cap in all 3 activities inside the empty throne room. Alright, other. The Miasmic Barrage special attack has been added to Superior and Augmented Superior Zuriel staffs. The Lightning Rod hat and its Inspiration animation have been separated into separate overrides for players who have bought the hat reward from Iron Dock, allowing players to toggle the hat and animation on and or off independently of each other. The Superior Death Lotus Rogue override now overrides Death Lotus armor in PvP areas. Players can no longer claim mystery boxes from converting burning embers while inside Demonheim. Kind of an odd way to do that. Scalable NPCs will now grant the correct amount of combat experience upon death. Draken's Metal no longer uses charges when teleporting from Werewolf Skullball Agility Course or Dr. Frankenstein's Experiment Dungeon. A typo in the Arc Journal entry for the Cocoa Berry has been fixed. Quick chat messages for the Arc Energy count have been amended to state successful siphons rather than actual amount of energy to avoid confusion. The quick chat option referring to selling Waco merchants no longer mentions Waco, as a merchant can be found on other islands as well. The quick chat option for Lumbridge Rebuildathon has been removed. Using the Death Touch dart on the previously most enraged Telos fight no longer prevents a player from receiving the Warden title on subsequent attempts. The blocking of eggs Eggs, bacon, chest uniform when open and closed has been made uniform. Some block tiles in Lumbridge Cowfield have been fixed. It is no longer possible to walk on the lava southwest of Ardone. Blocked a tile in the wilderness that caused players to sink into lava. A number of forced walk tiles in Catherby near a signpost in the desert south of the Sithred Abbey have been fixed. Why does that make no sense? Shouldn't that be Al-Kharid? Anyway, the legendary pets will no longer occasionally delete items they are trying to pick up. That's a big issue. Especially if you got one of those pets and it goes to pick up, let's say, even something simple as an abyssal whip, and it just poof, disappears. Rather irritating. The healing tooltip on all variants of the Guthix rest potions have been corrected. Last week's hotfixes lowered obliteration's accuracy to tier 87. Players can no longer use a birth by fire daily limit extender after 0 UTC without logging out first. An issue that was disconnecting players when using uncharged variants of dyed augmented armor. Flags can once again be bought from the Ark's reward shop. The Protect item prayer now works on Bounty Hunter worlds via quick prayers. An occasional disconnect when killing another player on a Bounty Hunter world. Repeatedly logging out on a Bounty Hunter world no longer resets the logout timer. Players can no longer request a new Bounty Hunter target if they lost the target due to logging out for 60 minutes or from canceling their target for 15 minutes. Repeatedly jumping in and out of the wilderness on a Bounty Hunter world no longer prevents the safety timer from working. Players may no longer trade on a Bounty Hunter world other than via the Grand Exchange. Tradable items worth over 50k can no longer be dropped freely on a Bounty Hunter world. Logging onto a non-Bounty Hunter world will now clear the current target and impose a penalty. Players can no longer withdraw coins from their money pouch on a Bounty Hunter world. Yeah, I remember that one. An issue that was causing certain PvP weapons to instantly degrade has been fixed. The 10-minute wait to get a new target when the opponent has left has been reduced to 6 minutes. Players can no longer use a Cornelian chest on a bounty world. Reduce the requeuing penalty in Bounty Hunter when losing a target via the safety timer to 30 minutes and clearing a target to 5 minutes. Ironmen can no longer purchase the tier 87 weapons or the necklace from the Bounty Hunter store. That is a bunch of bull. A login check to remove tier 87 weapons and necklaces from the Ironman account has been added, refunding the Bounty Hunter points. That, I would like to know why, if you ask me. Because, I mean, as long as they're doing it legit, who cares if they get it? You know, they're doing the work, they're putting in the work for that. Me personally, I won't take my Iron Man out there because he's hardcore and I suck at PvP. But to those who don't and earned it, I can't see that being an issue. Anyway, rogue kills no longer reset a player's assigned Bounty Hunter target. The requeuing penalty now works with the auto queue feature on logging into a Bounty Hunter world. Login check has been added to ensure players that have bought Birth by Fire extenders receive any that they were missing. Oh, sorry, hiccups today. Alright, well that'll do it for the patch notes, the updates, and everything going on for RuneScape. Also, if you notice, there's a new background. Alright, well, that'll do it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy your updates. Make sure, try to get the quest done within the 2 weeks to get that extra 100k XP. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later guys.